So when it comes to the Sandpiper brand, they are already jam-packed with a lot of features that many people seem to like fully enclosed plus heated underbelly, heated holding tanks, fully automatic leveling, 4-point blind side camera prep, hydraulic assist steps, and if you're not sure what that is, check this out. That definitely helps on your back. But this is going to be the brand new 2025 Forest River Sandpiper, model number 3880BH. It's a 2-bedroom, bath and a half layout that can comfortably sleep about maybe 7, possibly even 8 individuals. But if you're new here, I do welcome you to the channel, and let's get started. So we are going to start by going over some of the numbers, which is found on the non-camp side of the RV, and then make our way inside, and then step back out, going over a few of the features here. But as this vehicle currently sits, 42 feet 2 inches long, 13,689 pounds as it currently sits. And I'll be sure to leave the hitch weight maybe about here in the video. So hitch weight means how much weight is found in the bed of your truck. This RV has a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,260. You're riding on two twin 7,000-pound axles, E-rated tires, 16-inch rims, and you've got right at 2,512 pounds of available cargo capacity. So that's a lot of stuff that you can actually shove inside of this 42-foot fifth wheel. So we're going to go ahead and make our way around, but I feel like we should do something different. Normally I go ahead and start by going inside of the kitchen area, but I'm kind of digging this new upgraded outdoor kitchen. So I figured we'd go ahead and start back here in the back and go inside for the guest, giving the guest their view first. So that's going to be your view for your bathroom, but swinging around, we'll go over that in just a second. Take a look at this. This is kind of unique. It's like a universal bunk. You can arrange this thing to a few different setups. And you're probably thinking by now, like, geez, there's absolutely no storage for any of my stuff. But I promise you, you're going to be surprised whenever you see what's behind here. So starting from up top, you have this huge L-shaped bunk. So the RV itself is 96 inches wide, if that gives you an idea on how big this one is. But across-wise, this way, this thing's almost 4 feet wide, so it's huge. Lots of space up there. I like the fact that they have these rails almost all the way to the top. Pretty cool little idea that I had with another customer on something similar. He created a baby gate and placed it all the way across. It was in a loft area, so if that's not just the coolest playpen, I don't know what is. Pretty much the identical bunk found down here on the bottom. Nothing special. You do have some USB plus 110 outlets in there, but the storage on board for your guest bedroom is just unreal. This thing opens up, exposing just a ton of room, but you can get creative with this. These things are pretty deep. That's possibly 2 feet deep, maybe 1, 2, 3 feet across. You have TV connections plus power connections there, power connections here. You can possibly create like a pretty cool gaming system in there, have all your cables running back out, and have it sit there. I think that'd be actually kind of cool. So sleeping arrangements though for the bunk here, notice the ladder. I don't have it in place, but it actually gets placed here. I do apologize for going back and forth, but once the ladder's in place, it kind of renders this one maybe useless. I'm not sure if you're going to have enough room to get all that opened. 250-pound low limit for the bunk on the top. Let's let this down for you. And I'll try to maybe overlay another video showing you exactly what this entire room looks like with that opened up. But what do you guys think? Pretty unique for a guest bedroom back here in the back. Plus I really dig the half bathroom right here off the outdoor kitchen as well. So let's go ahead and turn around. We'll make our way all the way to the front now, going over. Let's go all the way to the front. Let's just be different. We're gonna go all the way to the front, going over the main bedroom in the front, the bathroom, and then we'll end the video in the center, checking out the sales price of the RV. So tons of room, 72 by 80 king size bed. You do have the additional shelves on both sides, plus the outlets This is kind of cool, and I know this is kind of silly to talk about, but just like 2 years ago, having an outlet in the corner was like non-existent, plus now having one with USB A and C and 110 is extremely nice. I really dig the illuminated headboard, black roller shades. This would be your view if you were lying in bed. You can definitely mount maybe a 32-inch TV right above the dresser here. Solid wood dresser with soft closed latches. Look at the space. So this is what's nice. Whenever you have the bedroom slides, you get all this additional changing room. A lot of people don't seem to think about the changing room that is needed whenever you have guests on board. Washer and dryer connections, stackable, could be provided for you if you need it. Plus the other side of the closet has the built-in shelf, plus the Wi-Fi range extender. But this is just one of the many components that is needed to make that system work. It's pretty much like a cellular data package that you have to purchase, which also, again, there's other components just to make that thing work all together. You do in fact have additional shelving right over here, plus some 110 outlets underneath, maybe a good place for a CPAP machine. This is your new thermostat for the Sandpiper, just to give you an idea what that's going to look like. Let's take a look at the main bathroom now. So stepping inside the bathroom, we've got a porcelain foot flush toilet. That's going to be a fiberglass one-piece shower insert, so that's kind of nice to see. You also have the really cool teak seat there, some additional storage located over the toilet there, soft close latches. That's very nice to see all the way throughout. Let's see if we can go ahead and get an idea on what this shower is going to look like. So tons of room. I'm 230 pounds. It seems to hold me nicely. There's a good shot of your shower head. Fiberglass walk-in shower with teak seat. Very, very nice. Additional skylight. So look at the room. So that's what you're going to be dealing with once you step outside the shower. That's going to be a hard heated plastic wrapped over this material, so that's not going to be a solid surface. Plastic sink, plastic faucet, and this is your storage for right here next to the bathroom. So I guess you could have a few accessories here, maybe put a curling iron or a straightener in there, just speaking in, in relations to my wife, the things that she has, plus some additional ventilation there. So let's take a look at the living room. So this is where everyone's going to meet. So sleeping room on board for possibly what, 7 people. So limited seating inside the living room if you were just kind of hanging out on a rainy day. This is going to be a 12-volt fridge, double door fridge on the top, plus a double door or double pull-out freezer on the bottom. And again, this is operating off of a 12-volt system. On board the Sandpiper coach, you have a 200-watt solar panel found on the roof, which keeps the house battery charged. So that's a good thing. Sandpiper already includes the battery with you as well. Thomas Paine Collection furniture. These two are in fact recliners. I dig the additional stitching this year. That's kind of cool. Got the manual pull handle there. Your slide box height is always a big thing for me because I'm rather tall. I'm 6'2", so I don't like to have to watch my head when standing up inside the slide. You're not going to have to worry about that at all with a slide box over 6 feet tall. This will be your view if you're just chilling out, maybe wanting to watch some TV. Solid surface countertops found in the kitchen, and I dig the accent lights underneath the island, plus also over both of the slides as well. I like the fan for additional ventilation also. So let's take a look at our kitchen sink and faucet. You got the stainless steel single basin undermount sink with this residential style faucet. Some of your kitchen pullouts. And again, all the hardware for the kitchen and bathroom is on soft closed latches as well. So pretty much a standard Furrion 30-inch microwave. This is not going to be the convection, but look at the upgraded oven and cooktop this year. Furrion is still the brand. Very, very heavy grates. Oven is adjustable by several different shelves. So let me go ahead and show you this though. This is all the controls to operate the coach. So slide operations are found here, light switches for outside and inside, awning operation, tank monitoring station, plus the heated holding tanks. If you're camping up north and you want to keep those holding tanks nice and warm, there's the selector switch for that. That's pretty much a 12-volt blanket wrapped around all the holding tanks, which by the way, That's how you're going to monitor the holding levels for those. And the holding tanks seem to run around 50, 60 gallons for most of the Sandpiper products. Oh, also, I mentioned the King Wi-Fi needing additional accessories. That's where that accessory area is located at for this particular floor plan. So let me go ahead and show you the entertainment area, where if you're just wanting to kick your feet up, what your view is going to be. So if it's a nice rainy day, this would be your view. So from bottom to the top, this is the electric fireplace. These do a great job of keeping the living and the kitchen area nice and warm. That's going to be the JBL audio system. So a lot of Bluetooth involved with getting your inside JBL speaker plus the outside speakers to actually work. Not 100% certain on the whole entire system, but there it is. 50-inch Connex TV. This thing does pull away from the wall. Bear with me. So if you are sitting over here at the table watching TV, you actually can do so. And I want to point this out for a couple of reasons, because floor plans like this seem to get bashed a lot on YouTube because of the seating arrangement when it comes to a large family. And yes, you do lose living room space whenever you are cramming 2 bedrooms and a bath and a half inside of a 42-foot fifth wheel. But I have to just point out to you guys, these chairs are extremely comfortable. Leatherback stools plus this little ottoman that they've created. Pretty cool little nifty idea how it gives you the back right here, which is removable, plus now giving you additional storage. This whole entire idea is pretty neat. It's very, very comfortable. So I kind of give you guys on a 1 to 10. I give Sandpiper for this idea maybe an 8 for creativity. Pretty cool though. Let's put the TV back. So now behind the TV, which is pretty much like a big standard thing for Sandpiper with most of their fifth wheels now, is this huge storage area. You got room for a huge broom. There's electrical outlets inside of this closet as well. Very nice, plus the spice rack found on the back. Pretty cool though, the way they've maximized all the space that they possibly can to seem like this, to put everything in place. What do you guys think? I'm curious to know what you guys think about the whole entire floor plan altogether. So let's go ahead and look at the sales price plus the MSRP. To view more additional photos, again, I always link a link in the video description down below where you guys can go back and view more additional photos, or maybe even reach out to me personally if this is something that maybe you're interested in. So this is the MSRP, a date and time of making this video. Maybe you can pause it. MSRP is $99,043, and of course our sales price can be found in that link in the video description down below. But if you don't want to see anything on the outside of the coach, go ahead and leave me a couple of comments letting me know what you guys think, or even drop me a couple of thumbs up. All of your interactions with these videos definitely help us out more than you guys realize. So now that we are out on the outside of the coach, there is actually several things to go over with you in relation to like probably how to set this entire thing up, as well as like what all is offered for you. Check out the camp side of the coach, almost the entire thing completely covered with awning space, which by the way, both of these of course are electric. That's pretty crazy to think that years ago they were not electric. LED lights also found underneath both of the awnings. Pre-tinted windows from the factory already. These are not going to be breeze windows. The ones on the side of the slides, in fact, will be. Check out the steps. These things are very nice. This is like a standard thing Sandpiper does for all of their fifth wheels. Hydraulic assist. These are very, very easy to raise up. Makes things so much easier when setting up your coach. Whenever you're ready to travel, simply raise them all the way inside the door. Your door, by the way, is on a friction hinge, so it does have a lot of resistance. And I like the extended latch like this. It makes grabbing it that much easier. Blindside camera prep. I mentioned this in the beginning for 4 different places. You've got one over the door. Each one of the blindside markers is also going to have a pre-wired for it, so possibly up to 4 different cameras found on board the Sandpiper. Baggage doors. This is considered to be a 4-season RV. and they're not going to cut any slacks or any corners. They're going to make sure the doors are in fact 2 inches thick, held up with magnets. This is where things get kind of interesting. If you see a fifth wheel where this compartment is just absolutely huge, meaning it actually drops down, it actually has a drop frame construction. So this one does not have it, but this is a really nice place though to set a large TV on the outside. So now that you got your camper actually set up in place, one thing that I think a lot of people seem to misunderstand, the battery disconnect switch, go ahead and leave it in the on position. Allow the system to actually do what it's supposed to do. Plus, there is a, on the other side, right over there, that is called the solar controller charger. That is going to keep a monitor on the house battery, preventing it from either overcharging or undercharging, but leave the battery disconnect switch in the on position while you're actually set up. Thermofoil wrapped all the way around the floors, and there is a good example as far as the size of the floor joist and both of the 30-pound propane bottles found on one side of the coach. So let's go ahead and make our way all the way around. I'm going to go over the leveling system with you now, which the controls are still in the pass-through compartment. So fully automatic leveling for this entire beast, which is nice. It's crazy to think that years ago they didn't actually come with fully automatic leveling, but the controls are right in here. Just by simply pressing one button, this coach will in fact level itself. It's a very easy system to operate. Do not let it intimidate you. Plus all the directions are in fact right here. This is the solar controller charger. Keeps a monitor on that house battery, preventing it from overcharging or again undercharging. And really big thick baggage doors on slam latches, which other brands have been cutting out the baggage door thickness. I'm not sure why that's happening. This is going to be the water management area. So whenever you've got everything set up, your RV's nice and level. This is where the water lines are going to connect to. Sandpiper already gives you the inline filter, very nice to have. Gray handle, so this is going to be the pull handles for you to dump some of your sewer waste, which we'll go over those connections in a moment. We're going to go back though and talk about the outdoor kitchen. Fully molded fiberglass front cap, and I'll try to leave the hitch weight again about here, reminding you that this thing is kind of heavy. I do recommend towing it with at least a 1 ton or larger. Coming around to the back, so outdoor kitchen setup. There is a grill front baggage compartment for this area, so it is considered to be a full outdoor kitchen. You got the LP quick disconnect for that grill. I really like the aluminum steps. These fold underneath, out of the way. There's your view. Friction hinge still on the door. You got the plumbed sink, plus the Everage Hill mini fridge. So this is nice. The one thing I think it's missing is actually TV connections located back here on the back. They didn't cut any corners. Baggage door is still very thick. Let's come around to the back. You got the bracket for the detachable ladder. There's the additional mount for the blindside camera prep. Pre-tinted windows from the factory. And check it out. This is something I don't feel safe doing, but this is in fact equipped maybe to pull additional trailer behind you. It's already wired for your trailer lights. That scares me though. That's something I can't do. Have any of you guys ever done that? Rack and pinion slides on these two here, plus the one on the opposite side. So the bigger slides are in fact rack and pinion. That slide is going to be a cable driven slide. Here's a good shot of the rack and pinion. I'm actually looking for the sewer connection and the other pull handles, which is back here. So with it being a 2-bedroom, you have 2 different locations for sewer hoses, one in front of the tire plus one at the back. The pull handles that were up here operate this this dumping station here. This dumping station, there it is, there, your pull handles are actually located inside of the skirting through there. So multiple hoses needed to hook everything up in unison. And I think the only thing I didn't talk about inside is the water heater. 60,000 BTU tankless. Turn it on, it's going to be there regardless. You can't beat it. But what do you guys think of the new 2025 Sandpiper, the new layout that they just come out with? I hope you guys like it as much as I did. Continue to like and subscribe. Come see us.